I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing. Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living." Now, I'm sure in your experiences in school and applying to college and picking your major and deciding what you want to do with life, I'm sure people have told you to make sure you have something to fall back on. Make sure you got something to fall back on, honey. But I never understood that concept, having something to fall back on. If I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall back on anything. I want to fall forward. I figure at least this way I'll see what I'm going to hit. Without consistency, you'll never finish. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances. Don't be afraid to fail. There's an old IQ test, was 9 dots, and you had to draw 5 lines with a pencil within these 9 dots without lifting the pencil. The only way to do it was to go outside the box. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams. Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times in his career, the most in the history of baseball. But you don't hear about the strikeouts. People remember the home runs. Fall forward. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Because the 1,001st was the light bulb. Fall forward. Every failed experiment is one step closer to success. You've got to take risks, and I'm sure you've probably heard that before, but I want to talk to you about why that's so important. You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will suck at something. There's no doubt about it. And I know that's probably not a traditional message for a graduation ceremony, but hey, I'm telling you, embrace it, because it's inevitable. In the acting business, you fail all the time. Early on in my career, I auditioned for a part in a Broadway musical. Perfect role for me, I thought, except for the fact that I can't sing. I didn't get the job. But here's the thing. I didn't quit. I didn't fall back. I walked out of there to prepare for the next audition, and the next audition, and the next audition. I prayed. I prayed, and I prayed. But I continued to fail, and fail, and fail. But it didn't matter, because you know what? There's an old saying, you hang around the barbershop long enough, sooner or later you're gonna get a haircut. So you will catch a break, and I did catch a break. Last year, I did a play called Fences on Broadway. But here's the kicker. It was at the Court Theater. It was at the same theater that I failed that first audition 30 years prior. The point is, every graduate here today has the training and the talent to succeed. But do you have the guts to fail? If you don't fail, you're not even trying. I'll say it again. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. So imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential. The ghost of the ideas you never acted on. The ghost of the talents you didn't use. And they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say we came to you because you could have brought us to life, they say. And now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes? I just got back from South Africa. It's a beautiful country, but there are places there with terrible poverty that need help. And Africa is just the tip of the iceberg. The Middle East needs your help. Japan needs your help. Alabama needs your help. Tennessee needs your help. Louisiana needs your help. Philadelphia needs your help. The world needs a lot, and we need it from you. We really do. We need it from you young people. I mean, I'm not speaking for the rest of us up here, but I know I'm getting a little grayer. We need it from you, the young people, because remember this. You got to get out there. You got to give it everything you got, whether it's your time, your talent, your prayers, or your treasures. What are you going to do with what you have? I'm not talking about how much you have. Some of you are business majors. Some of you are theologians, nurses, sociologists. Some of you have money. Some of you have patience. Some of you have kindness. Some of you have love. Some of you have the gift of long suffering. Whatever it is, whatever your gift is, what are you going to do with what you have? All right, now here's my last point about failure. Sometimes it's the best way to figure out where you're going. Your life will never be a straight path. I began at Fordham University as a pre-med student. I took a course called cardiac morphogenesis. I couldn't read it, I couldn't say it, I sure couldn't pass it. So then I decided to go into pre-law, then journalism. And with no academic focus, my grades took off in their own direction. I was a 1.8 GPA. And the university very politely suggested that it might be better to take some time off. I was 20 years old. I was at my lowest point. And then one day, and I remember the exact day, March 27th, 1975, I was helping my mother in her beauty shop. My mother owned a beauty shop up in Mount Vernon. And there was this older woman who was considered one of the elders in the town. And I didn't know her personally, but I was looking in the mirror, and every time I looked at the mirror, I could see her behind me, and she was staring at me. She just kept looking at me. Every time I looked at her, she kept giving me these strange looks. So she finally took the dryer off her head and she said something I'll never forget. She said, "Young boy, I have a prophecy, a spiritual prophecy." She said, "You are going to travel the world and speak to millions of people." And in the years that followed, just as that woman prophesied, I have traveled the world and I have spoken to millions of people through my movies. Millions who up till this day couldn't see me, who up till this day I couldn't see while I was talking to them, and they couldn't see me, they could only see the movie. They couldn't see the real me. But I see you today, and I'm encouraged by what I see. And I'm strengthened by what I see. Because taking risk is not just about going for a job. It's also about knowing what you know and what you don't know. It's about being open to people and to ideas. The chances you take, the people you meet, the people you love, the faith that you have, that's what's going to define you. Never be discouraged. Never hold back. Give everything you got. And when you fall throughout life, remember this: fall forward.
What is up, beautiful people? Look at the chat. I went to go check the chat out, and it says there's a log. There's a log going on. Like a chat log, not like a log. You guys know what I'm talking about. Get your head out of the gutter. We got a little bit of a different setup today. If you guys knew what was going on over here, it'd be crazy. We got this massive windstorm that came through, and Harler was outside, and we were late. We were late making dinner, and kitchen's still a mess, and there was just a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on at the Packer house, guys. You know there's not a dull moment here. You guys know this. And she got something in her eye, and it's really, really bothering her. So Fanny had to jam out. We got to go get some eye wash. And it's, you put the solution in the cup, you lay back, and you move your eye around, and yeah. So we got to get some eye wash because yeah, it's really, really red and inflamed. So she had to jam out and go do that. So what do we do as good parents? We improvise, we adapt, we adjust, right? So yeah, so that's what we're doing. And I didn't even, so yes guys, what's going on? So it's Wednesday, May 27th, 2026. We're at the Bitcoin block height of 951,325. And yeah, it is busy over here. And I don't even have my notepad with me. It's right there. I got to go grab it. TikTok next block. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. It has been busy on the streams today. Jort killed it this morning. You know, Jerry was dropping the sauce too. He was going. And he's not wrong for what he's talking about, guys. Because we absolutely need these midterms. They're really, really, really important. And I'm pretty sure all you guys know that. But he covered it really well, man. And you guys know, if you guys need to update breaking news and updates on anything political, and even if you have questions, if you guys throw them in the chat, he'll elaborate on it. So it's almost like it's like having a chat GBT with Jor and Jerry in their profession, where they really excel in, right? So overall, it's really rounded group. And let's get into some chat, people. But before we do that, let me grab my notepad, because my notepad is right here. Gotta get the notepad. There we go. Slacking, guys. It was just, everything hit the fan like really quick, and it was just like, all right, we're rolling with it. We are rolling with it. All right. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little comfortable. I'm on the couch. I'm liking it. I'm on the couch. So let's see what's up in the chat, and who do we have first. Let me see if I can pull up the chat for you guys on screen. It's kind of nice when it's like that. Yeah, that's not the one. We shall remove that. I think it's this one right here. Video capture. Logo, audio input. Oh, I don't know where it went. Okay. No bueno. Alright. Alright. The show shall continue. Number one in the chat, VHF says, yo! What's up, VHF? What is going on, sir? And you guys might see a different screen. Don't be alarmed. Everything is fine. Okay, everything is fine. This is TikTok next block, right? No matter the noise, the global hash rate keeps grinding. The difficulty adjustment, and roughly every 10 minutes, absolute scarcity is enforced. It's to an unstoppable march of the time chain, guys. So, we got VHF on here. VHF, what's up? Scotty says, hello, is this the right place for inspirational intros? Yes, it is, sir. Yes, it is. It is the place for inspirational intros. But unfortunately, at the moment, we did not get to that. But here's the deal. Okay? The most important thing in life, sometimes we have to zoom out. And we need to understand that the only problems we usually make are the ones we allow to affect us. if we turn small issues into big issues, they become big issues. Most of the time, it's not an issue, right? So we need to learn how to deflect and to take and choose battles accordingly. That's with parenthood. That's with relationships. That's with friendships. That's in work environments. That's life in general. It's all about how you adapt and how you take control. You set good boundaries, okay? So if you take that in itself and you run with that in your life and you use that as like a baseline of kind of, think of it as like when you're driving your car and if it gets too hot or too cold, a gauge. Think of it as a gauge. It's going to be a gauge that is going to help guide you to not run too hot, but not run too cold. And to be honest and truthful with yourself. So let's get that block again. So we're going to be starting off at 325. All right. Perfect. So we'll be starting off at 325. And as you guys see here, we got something a little different tonight because I don't have Vanna White and Flipper's not feeling well. And so we're rolling with it. We roll with it. So yes it is, Scotty. Scotty says, VHF, what's up? VHF says, Scotty, hey brother. It's doobie roll time. Oh, is it? Is it that time? VHF. Wait, Disney failed thousands of times before succeeding. Yeah, Disney did fail thousands of times. Unfortunately, Disney is continuing to fail. They're just, Disney's not what they used to be, unfortunately. I think they started strong, but unfortunately they've gone down the wrong path, and we'll leave it at that. And if you know, you know. But we need to show we got a 2100 sat zap from the man himself, Jerry from Jerry Loves Freedom, doing his thing. And we appreciate those 2100 units of freedom, sir. Freedom. Not only is that a day's wage, it's a lot more than that in the future, guys. And that, it doesn't go unnoticed. Thank you so much, Jerry. We appreciate it, brother. Thank you. Thank you. Guys, Jerry supports me. And he's always on my ass. Always backpacker. Boom, boom, boom. And it's all positive. Because that's what we do. We hold each other accountable. We're always, good friends and good people will always tell you the truth. Or give honest opinions and suggestions and thoughts. And it's up for us to, once again, like I just said, you take it in, we acknowledge it, and we go. It's never negative. It's never to tear down. It's always only to build up. The creator of Honda Motor Corp failed an interview to work for Toyota. Oh, did he really? That's a little Snapple fact there, huh, VHF? I have the guts to fail. Yes, you do, sir. And like I said, failure, it's not that failure is not an option. No, that has nothing to do with it. Failure, it's good to fail. Failure is growth and reflection, right? Failure is building. When you break your arm, guys, or you break any bone in your body, when it heals stronger. Right? Because it's your body trying to tell itself, this broke, I need to heal it and make it stronger. And it's the same thing, and that's the way we need to look at it. Okay? Always, always, always do your best to be optimistic. We don't live in a perfect world, but be optimistic in everything you do. Do your best. We're not perfect, but do your best. Lauren goes, what's up, everybody? Lauren Stern, my man. The infamous YouTuber. Lauren Stern killing it on his videos. I actually rewatched that video again. It was really good. Not that I didn't get it the first time, but sometimes when you rewatch things, you kind of get like a different angle or a different understanding. And yeah, I like it a lot. Keep it up, Lauren. To risk it all on a single bet. Yeah, it's important to. Whatever you do, you need to do it. You don't put one foot in, one foot out. Because risking it on a single bet, yeah, I mean, yes. But it's also like conviction. Like I started a lawn mowing business. That's what I do, right? That's my priority, my major form of income. And with doing that, I went all in. I didn't go half in. I didn't say I'm gonna buy the cheapest equipment or whatever. I said I need the best lawnmower, you know, within range and price. Commercial lawnmower, commercial weed whacker, commercial blower, right? All the stuff, you know, and it's an expense, but you spend money to make money. But I went all in. I didn't just kind of like, you know, pussyfoot around with it or like duct tape things together. If something is broken, you fix it. You know, you don't let it just sit there and then wear away, right? So, absolutely. Hey, Lauren, raw failing here. Look at Scotty. Scotty's killing it. You know him. Scotty, we got you on TikTok next block, sir, so you are there. Lauren goes, VHF, Scotty, what's up? VHF goes, to start again without whining. Yeah, you know, we can't whine. You know, we can feel like crappy or bad, but, you know, whining doesn't solve anything. Lauren, brother. Yes. Scotty goes, yeah, come on, young people. You do it, not me. You know what's up. You know what's up, Scotty. That's right, bro. Absolutely. Start pointing some more fingers. Ducking YouTube Duck It. AKA Jenny Legendary. Yo, is this the right place to say duck you to the tube? YouTube, I'm not saying anything. YouTube, it is not me, YouTube. I swear. But yes, it is, ma'am. Yes, it is. Jenny Legendary's in the house, and we got you on TikTok next block. So let's see. Scotty goes, hey, Ducky. VHF goes, yes, it is, Miss Jennifer. He said Jennifer. Hey, guys, a little bit of an emergency for me. Huge dust storm. Had to run to get eye wash for Bella. Yeah, Fanny is in, she's doing damage control. But like any good, solid woman, mother, mom, wife, she's killing it. She's killing it. She's like, she knew it. She's like, I gotta jam. I gotta do this. And I said, okay, thank you, babe. And so she's doing her thing right now, doing the mommy thing, because she is one hell of a mother. I'll tell you guys that right now. Lauren goes, hey, how are you, Ducky? Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, Jenny, how are you feeling? I know you weren't feeling too good. You took like a couple of shots of whiskey. I mean, NyQuil, and and you, I think you slept pretty good. Let us know. Put in the chat. btc-fannypacker. Oh no! Yeah. Stacker fam. Kramer is in the house. Kramer is killing it. Door dashing legendary status on that. Like I said, I don't know too much about that, but I know that he's doing his thing, and I'll tell you guys what. I know Kramer is busy. What's up, Kramer? Good seeing you, man. Good seeing you. Jenny says, Lauren, all the weather changed, and I've been awake since 2:30 after Nico puked in my bed. Oh, my God. Oh, no. I feel like, so I don't think I'm the only one that's tripping, but I feel like the weather all around the country is just like whack. It's just like crazy. It's not normal, like what's going on, these cycles, and that's like hot, cold winds. I got fires going on. I had a 300-acre fire behind our house the other night, yesterday, when we went off stream, and 300 acres, and it was 350 acres, and I got a message saying, hey, I might need to evacuate. It was literally behind our place, like in this monster field, and all residential everywhere. But our city was on it. Our good old taxpayer dollars at work. But a really good friend of ours, actually, the sheriff, she's actually is in the hospital because she had smoke inhalation and actually burned her lungs. So she is being cared for by Idaho's finest. So let's keep her in our prayers, and I think she'll be all right. But you know, we don't know. We don't know yet. You know, she's gonna make it through, but she's probably not gonna be feeling good. How's your foot? What did you do to your foot? My foot? What are you talking about? Hey, Kramer. VHF, how was your day? Kramer says, how many names you got, Jen? Exactly. Jen's switching it up, man. I got to keep up with all the names. It was a good day, Jenny. Thank you so much for asking. Good, VHF. Good, man. You gotta take the good days when you get them, man, because we get rough ones too, and when the rough ones come, we scratch and claw for the good ones, So, what's up, our Freedom family? Let's go. Be the best version you can be. Preach it, Fanny. Preach it, Fanny. VHF goes, Fanny, what's up? Scotty says, that's Ducky. Give all the sats you got. Kramer says, tell Anonymous to flush if you found a log, backpacker. I was waiting for someone to say something like that. I was waiting for that to come. Vic Shoots is in the house. What's up, Vic? And we got 7 sats from Jenny Legendary. And a 1, 2, 3, 4 from Jenny herself again. Jenny, thank you so much. Jenny, we love you. You know that. I don't know if we tell you that enough. But in this household, we love Jenny. Vic Shoots, let's get you on TikTok next blog. Vic Shoots is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic father. It's a good man right there, taking care of his family. Ducky says, Scotty, thanks. Ducky says, Kramer, me, Nico, and a new one that's not shadow bandied. Yeah, you know. Yeah, we know, Jenny. They love blocking her. Those dust storms can get you. Yes, they can, Lauren. And just to let you know, Jenny, we do have it on live chat now. It switches up on me, man. It does that. It's super freaking weird. I hate when it does that. Like, it literally switched on me. Yeah, the dust storms, absolutely. It's crazy. And you got, so, we're rural. So we have a big farm across from us. And then catty corner to the back, it's just an open field, and so it's like there's no wind block, so it's just boom right through, man. I'm like, come on, Dorothy. It's crazy. Heard Nico was dropping the sauce. Yes, he was, right in her lap in her bed. And there's nothing like getting woken up to an animal throwing up in your bed. Nico's a lot bigger than my dog, so I'm sure there was a lot more sauce to be dropped. VHF says, low, gentle flow of water from the hose. Just a small trinkle, huh? Just a little bit. Just a tad. VHF, that's right. Vic Shoe says, Dougie, what's up? Vic Shoe says, VHF, boom! VHF, Vic, what's poppin'? Jenny says, VHF, next best thing to an actual eye wash. Yeah. I usually have that stuff on hand too because I landscape, so I'm always getting stuff in my eye. But this season I just didn't replenish because I use it a lot. I get stuff in my eye all the time. I freaking hate it. Jenny says, hey, Vic Shoots. Vic Shoots says, Lauren zaps. Boom, look at those zaps right there on fire. VHF says, I've gotten lots of crap in my eyes over the years, Jen. Yeah, dude, that's like one of the worst things. It's more annoying than anything. Like it's painful. It's like irritating. I think the worst thing I've ever gotten in my eye was like rusty metal. I was breaking up some tin roofs, and I was like 22, and I just didn't have glasses on like a moron, and because at that age we know everything. So, no, where is the bull? Yeah, exactly. Have we decided to stop pulling out? Yeah, today we are not pulling out. We are doing our iteration of Jerry's Wheel of Satoshi called TikTok Next Block, and it's something that we'll do in situations like when this occurs, or in a situation where either the kids aren't going to be available, or they're not feeling good, or something like that. Because for me to do that solo with everything, writing everything down, doing that, it's a lot to have to do by myself. So we'll switch it up in and out, and but yeah, that's kind of what's going on with that, Lauren. Jenny says, VHF, eek. I've had to use them a couple of times, but thankfully not for a while. Yeah,
We have not stopped the pullout.
Yeah, we have absolutely not stopped the pullout. Scotty says, I just got the pullout song done. Okay, we're gonna check it out. Scotty. We are gonna check it out. Fanny says, Scotty, we'll do the bowl once Harlow's and I'm available. Yeah.
Hey,
baby. Jenny says, Scotty. Oh no. Yeah, I want to hear that. I haven't checked it out yet.
Okay.
And Scotty goes, oh, okay, Fanny. Yeah. And then Fanny says, Scotty, it will be back. Windstorm got something in Harlow's eye. Yeah, it's really irritated right now. Scotty says, I will get the song uploaded. You can debut it when it's all good. Okay, cool. Right on, Scotty.
Yep.
Absolutely. Let's, in the meantime, hold on.
Now open up your eye. It's okay.
So where's Lauren at? 99 BTC beats. Yeah, my YouTube's been all weird too.
Oh, don't rub it.
Okay, I got it, Scotty. We will get that. We will be playing that shortly here. Yeah, I want to check that out. Get Holler to force herself to flush the eye with water for a couple of minutes while blinking consistently, Fanny. I know it's a weird sensation to put up with, but I promise it will work. And they are literally doing that as we speak in the sink. Literally doing it as we speak. VHF, it really is, but you're right. It works. Yeah. Use a low, gentle flow of water from a hose or something.
Yep.
Yeah, they're in the sink doing it right now. Shower works too. Yeah. A failure can always be a growth and learning experience. Yeah, absolutely. 100%. That's what we have to take. You have to be optimistic. Ginger is in the house. Ginger, what's up? Ginger. You're on TikTok. Next block, Ginger. Okay. So, let's see where we're at. Ginger. Good evening, Packer family and friends. What's up, Ginger? I'm taking it you're at the shop, bro. I'm taking it you're at the shop. Thank you for stopping by, Ginger.
Stop leaving your guys' freaking cups.
VHF says, suggestion for another opening motivational speech for a show, a narration of The Man in the Arena. I shall write that down right now because I will forget if I don't. The Man in the Arena by Roosevelt, huh? To the hospital?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, you can stay on, it's fine. I just might have to take her out.
Okay, VHF, I wrote that down. I will absolutely check that out because I'm always open to new openings. I'm not opposed to, you know, doing different openings and stuff like that, but I will absolutely check it out. Nice one, VHF. Yeah, absolutely. VHF, thumbs up. Big shoots. Family, teamwork, brother. Absolutely. Yeah, she potentially might need to go to the ER, but we'll see. We'll see. We go. You guys are getting live updates right now. You are literally in our house. Literally in our house. Kramer, Edison failed to make a light bulb thousands of times trying different materials. When asked how he felt about failing, he answered, I didn't fail. I found 10,000 ways to not make a light bulb. You gonna tell me that's not optimistic and growth? It's exactly what that video is. If you want to encompass it into one thing, that's what it is. We don't make excuses. You know, we just command and conquer. We just take care and we do what we need to do, and that's what we need to do as people. There's too many. There's generational differences now, and it's just things are different, man. Kramer, 100%, absolutely, Vic. Kramer, boom. Ginger, boom. Yeah, absolutely, guys. 100%. Ginger says, hey, VHF, what's up? Lauren says, this family is essentially the same as Jerry's family, so I can say this, but is there a better community out there or better family? Are you guys jamming?
Yeah, I want to.
Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Give me a kiss.
Ability safe.
Here. Other foot. There we go. I'll let you know.
Okay.
What's up?
Just keep in contact with
I
me.
will. I will.
You want a drink with you? Okay. Okay, love you, baby.
Your foot? Okay, can you wait so I can walk in front of you so you don't fall?
My family. Yeah, absolutely, Lauren. Absolutely. So they just left to the hospital to the emergency room. So, yeah. So it's pretty bad. So, mom's on it. I think she just needs a really good flush, and she's kind of like, so, but absolutely, she's gonna be okay. She's gonna be good, guys. Hello, fam. Spaceman, what's going on, man? Spaceman. Good to see you. Good to see you, Spaceman. All right. Spaceman, boom! Spaceman, what's up? My dog Taxi threw up all night the other night around 1 a.m. Literally egg yolks, bile all over the floor. Long night for sure. Freaking, yeah, man, it happens. I mean, it's just like kids, right? Just like kids, guys. Yo, Jerry, my man. Mr. 21 himself. What's up, bro? Jerry is in his house. Let's see. Okay, we got Jerry on there.
I gotta get my fanny pack. Okay.
Lauren says, Jerry, hello. Yes, Jerry. Hey, guys. Jerry, what's up, man? Your girl hodler is going to the emergency room with Fanny right now. I probably wouldn't call at the moment because she's a little, I'd probably just give a little bit. But maybe a text. And if you wanted to text Fanny, probably text her, if anything. Philly! BTC Clips in the house. Let's get you on, brother. What's up, Philly? What's going on, brother? Thank you for taking your precious time and being here with us, man. Happy Hump Day, everyone. Yes, it is Hump Day. Yes, it is. It's one hell of a day to get a hump. Hell of a day. Vic Shoots, hey, they are basically toddlers with a lot more hair. Yeah, exactly. They are. And, that's exactly, I mean, that's why I always say fur babies with people. Jenny, Spaceman, yup. Exactly. All right, man. We're all caught up in chat. Good. Thank you guys for being here. And yeah, it's just busy day for us, in the Packer household, and a lot stuff going on, and happenings of being a parent, and and getting food and stocking the fridge, and then making dinner, and then things happen, and then you get windstorms, and so let's all give Hodler some love. Let's give her some love. And if she's listening to this, I love you, baby. I'll call you in a little bit here. And nothing serious, Jerry. Just stuff in her eyes from a dust storm. Yeah, I mean, literally, there was like a freaking dust storm that came through and was blowing. Dude, we had tumbleweeds flowing through the yard, and just boom, all up in her eye, like a big old plume of dust. Just bam, right in her face. And yeah, so not cool. Not cool at all. But yeah, so let's, you guys know the deal. We're gonna jam on over to X real quick. I got a couple things queued up that not always relevant, but just some things I find interesting. Doesn't always have to be Bitcoin content. Vic Shoots, feel better, Harler. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Yeah, that'll she hears that stuff. If Fanny has her phone on right now or whatever, but she hears this stuff. So we love you, baby. Strong girl, beautiful girl. Oh, it always sucks when this happens. Okay, let's jam on over to over here and let's see what's going on. So this is kind of cool, guys. So I'm gonna back this up a little bit. You know me, I'm a man of nostalgia, and I thought it was really cool. We're gonna be seeing entrepreneurs restoring Pizza Huts to their former glory. And I believe he's the owner of 80 Pizza Huts, around 80 or so. and he's opened them up in different states. And yeah, so let's play this because this was good. This was good memories when I was a kid. Yeah, I used to love Pizza Hut and stuff back when it was affordable. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. And I think anytime a business does this, I always hope that it pivots in a positive direction and they flourish. I really do. I hope they do well. You know, so we gotta bring the old school ones back, and we gotta hope that they do well, and maybe we can get a slice of the pie in regards to some of that nostalgic feel. So let's see what's going on.
In the hills of Tunkhannock, Pennsylvania, a familiar red roof catches the eye. Inside, the vinyl booths, Tiffany-style lamps, and yes, the salad bar you may remember from decades ago.
I mean, it's amazing the comments we have about they have the red cups. Yes, we do.
Tim Sparks got his start working at a Pizza Hut that looked like this. He's now president of Dayland Corporation, which owns this franchise and more than 80 others around the country. They've redecorated many restaurants to rewind the clock.
It looks exactly like the one that I remember from when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's what we were after.
Some Pizza Hut classics are now top-performing locations. Customers show up for a piece of their childhood.
It just brings back memories.
To share with their own kids.
When you finally find something that tastes how you genuinely remember it tasting, like you can't let it go.
People come from 2 and 3 hours away, and I'm not making that up.
More restaurants are serving up nostalgia. Franchises like Burger King and KFC return to old school logos and packaging in recent years. At Pizza Hut, they even brought back...
Good night, Jenny. We love you. Give Nico love for us. And we'll talk to you soon here. Thank you so much. Thank you for the fat zaps. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. You guys have a good evening.
Pac-Man. But for Sparks...
Uh-oh.
More than 80 others around the country.
Like the one that I remember from when I was a kid.
Yeah, that's what we were after.
Some Pizza Hut classics are now top-performing locations. Customers show up for a piece of their childhood.
It just brings back memories.
To share with their own kids.
When you finally find something that tastes how you genuinely remember it tasting, like you can't let it go.
People come from 2 and 3 hours away, and I'm not making that up.
More restaurants are serving up nostalgia. Franchises like Burger King and KFC return to old school logos and packaging in recent years. At Pizza Hut, they even brought back Pac-Man. But for Sparks, this is much more than a game. It's a mission to rebuild places where families can connect.
If we could get them in here as a family, they do tend to put their phones down and actually have conversations and speak with each other. I'm not going to tell you I know how to fix the world, but I do think that family is a good place to start.
He hopes to renovate more of his restaurants as long as he can find enough of those lamps.
They're hard to get?
Yeah, they're almost impossible to get.
A familiar taste.
Well, cheers.
Cheers, though.
Bringing people together.
Just like I remember it.
Again. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, Tunkhannock.
Well, real quick, he said family's a good place to start, and I agree with him, but check it out. He said those are hard to get. So if anybody knows how to do stained glass and is creative enough to set up shop and make Pizza Hut those lamps, I would recommend giving them a call. Because, do the math, guys. 80 stores. How many fixtures are in those stores? How many of those fixtures are going to need to be replaced? How many is he going to want to buy in abundance amount just to have stored at a location, just in case? I'm just saying, I'm not the guy for the job personally, but if you know anybody, or if that's you, I suggest you get on it. Mock up an email, nice letterhead, and get to work, because that is one hell of a nice little contract to lock in. Let's get some chat here. Let's see what's going on. VHF says I had to go watch Roosevelt's "A Man in the Arena" speech. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching that later this evening. I definitely want to watch that. By the way, how long is that? How long is that speech? Lauren said Holler's about to have her 40 aunts and uncles walking into the yard with her. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? And I know if you guys were here, you would. I know you guys would. Yeah, she is. That's family. It's all support. Nico and I are going to disappear. It's been a long day. Love you, Hodler. We love you, Jenny. Thank you so much. Thank you. And Nico. Ginger says, we had Pizza Hut tonight for supper. There you go. Look at that. Family. I'm assuming you had it with your family, right? You guys had it together for supper. That's amazing. I love it. I love it. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know this franchisee, the owner. I don't know him. You know, I always have a tendency of thinking as Pizza Hut as just a whole. It's just a Pizza Hut. You know, but I always fail to remember that there's franchisees who own X number amount of Pizza Huts. And so when you hear a story like this, it makes me want to deep dive into this individual and find out more about him as a person. Because he could be a great guy and we just didn't even know. We just didn't even know. So, yeah, you know, just that's part of us doing our research and kind of saying, oh, wow, I had no idea this guy existed. Night, Jen. VHF says, night, Jen. Lauren says, get some rest, feel better, Jen and Nico. Yes, absolutely. VHS says, old school Pizza Hut buffet. Absolutely. And the vibe, the cups, and it's just that feel, you know, and yeah, I think it's fantastic. I love it. I think it's great. That old school hut was the shit served in the pan. Yeah, absolutely. They're bringing all that back. They're bringing all that back. Like Timberlake said, they're bringing sexy back, and they're going to be bringing it back hard. And yeah, those lamps were awesome too. Yeah, they were. It's the little things in life, guys, that we go through our life and we're floating down the river doing our thing, and you know, we're just going through our progression. And then when it passes, and then we look back and go, oh man, yeah, I remember that, this and that. So it's just those little things. It's only about a minute long. Okay, so cool. That's something I can probably play. I'll figure out how to incorporate that. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. All right, let's go. Let's keep rolling, guys. Let's keep rolling. See what else we got here. I had to post this. I love it. I think it's amazing. And this isn't like some breaking news story. I think this has been going on for a while, but I think there's more light being shed on it. So yeah, and see, here you go. You know, this is another great example, and it's not a cultural or to crap on a particular race or nothing like that, but we'll read this one. Because this is what I was just talking about with the owner of the other 80, okay? This man is ridiculous. At Pizza Hut, so this guy's making a statement. I walked into the store I used to run on Turney Road in Cleveland. Y'all got the Indian dude in here. The entire store smells like crap. I never let that crap occur ever. Champs applies to hygiene too. It stinks bad. And that's a great example of a franchisee who owns who knows how many stores, not holding the standard and the code of any franchise. Doesn't matter what franchise it could be a mom and pop shop and you open up 5 of them. Okay, there's a standard that's set. We have standards. We need to set the bar high. We need to take pride in what we do. And unfortunately, that's not the case for this. And that's what gives Pizza Hut and other franchises bad names, or other small businesses bad names, is when you have people who just are like, whatever. That doesn't sound very like Bitcoiner to me. Because I tell you what, if a Bitcoiner owned a Pizza Hut, he's going to be about it. He's like, boom, 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 boom. It's going to be nice, clean, welcoming. Hell, they might even accept Bitcoin there. Yeah, that's a corporate thing, but still, right? So that just rolls off into that story. Yeah. Yeah, this one was kind of funny. TV's got thinner and we got fatter. That's a random one. So, okay, so these ones are going to be, okay. So I'm going to get into, we're not going to be here too long tonight, guys, okay? I do want to get into this slide, though. I'll tell you that right now. I want to slide on into this slide. Who had a Timberlake reference on their bingo card? Yeah. It's only about a minute long. Yeah, that's right. Okay, all right. Not me, Lauren, yeah. We have 2 barricades in town. It's prettiness 2 barricades in town. It's pretty nostalgic. All these old school stand-up arcade games with a bar. You can go have a beer, feed quarters into games, and you haven't seen in 30 years. Man, those are so hard to find. Those are so hard to find, dude. Like, I had a couple of those back in San Francisco. They were like arcades and stuff like that. There was a couple other places I lived. They had the same thing where you're just feeding the quarters in. And man, there was a great, I think it was on YouTube. I'll try to find it next time. But a lady runs a, same thing. She runs a arcade, an arcade with like all the games and all the stuff. But you want to know what's really interesting is those businesses are like almost destined to fail. They don't generate enough revenue, and the maintenance on the machines kills you. So it's like you got to have someone in-house to be able to work on those machines. Otherwise, if you have to outsource that, that's gonna kill your profit margins. It's gonna kill your profit margins. I've learned that as well with laundromats. Because I thought about a laundromat. Me and Fanny, we joke about it. We thought about it. But laundromats are the same thing. It's when those machines go down, they got to get fixed. And unless you can do that in-house, if you're subsidizing that out, it's killing you. It's killing you. Just got back from Texas Roadhouse. 12-ounce New York strip steak. Damn, bro. You trying to make us all jealous now? That sounds off the hook. Medium rare? Medium rare? Let me know. I'm pretty sure it's medium rare. Bitcoiners do medium rare, man. Or so I've seen them do rare too. But absolutely. And when people tell me, "Oh, I like it well," I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "I don't know about all that." All right, man. Look at that, dude. 332. We're gonna be getting some of these in real quick, guys. 327, 328, 329. Okay, let's rapid fire through these real quick, and we'll get into that slide, guys. Let's get it. Let's get it. I need to put my face away. I'll go like this. There we go. That looks good. Let's do that. Medium rare on my steak. Medium on my burgers. Okay, cool. I got that. That's good. Let's fucking go, Philly. Yeah, there you go. Absolutely. All right, guys. We're going to get into it. We're going to get some spins in. Looks like everybody's here for the most part. Yeah, everybody's been active in the chat. You got to be here to win, guys. You got to be here to win, okay? All right, cool. Let's do it. 325 coming up. Oh, look who it is. Jerry, congratulations on 325, sir. 100 units of freedom coming your way. 326. Ah! Back to back. Back to back, Jerry. Can we get a hat trick, sir? 327. Vic shoots. Vic, congratulations. 327. 328 coming your way. Philly, Philly. Congratulations, sir. 100 units of freedom coming your way. 329. Let's do it. VHF. Congratulations, VHF. 330. My man. Lauren, congratulations, sir. 100 units of freedom. 331. Kramer, congratulations, sir. $332. Oh, Jenny's not here. Let's respin that, guys. Scotty. Oh yeah, we gotta listen to Scotty's let's listen to Scotty's song real quick. Let's check this out, guys. Medium well. Pink, no blood pause. Yes, exactly. Yes. Yes, your times 2, bro. 2 times, my man. Vic goes, woohoo, yes. Philly goes, woohoo, thank you, Packer, absolutely. Thank you guys, man. I'll tell you what, guys. You guys being here, being in the chat, being active, hanging out, your time, I'm telling you right now. And when I say this, I mean it. Because you gotta remember, I've been on the flip side. I've been on the flip side. And I know I take time out of my day, out of my life to be here and hang out. And I'm letting you guys know right now, 100% when I say it, I mean it. Like I said, I can speak for both sides. It truly does mean a lot. And it doesn't go unnoticed. And I really, really mean that from the bottom of my heart. And so do my kids and the whole household, the whole Packer family. Favorite 3 types of steak cut. I'll go first. No particular order. T-bone, strip, and top sirloin. Not bad, sir. Not bad. You're welcome, Lauren. Not bad at all. I like tomahawks. I can't afford those. Alright, so let's check it out. Let's see what's up with Scotty, my man. Let's do this. It's called Pullout. You got to be in it. And look at guys, there's no views. So we're going to be the first. Breaking news. We're going to break it on our channel. Let's do it.
Okay, viewers. We're getting ready for the exciting part of the show. I hope everybody's ready for it. You never know what can happen when it's time to pull out. We got the bow ready, everything's in place. Everybody watching, excitement on their face. No need to rush it, timing is the key. A calm, steady hand and proper technique. Pull out, excitement to the max. Pull out, you've always got a chance. Pull out, you gotta be in it to win it. Pull out, let's see who's coming next. Pull out, excitement to the max. Pull out, you've always got a chance. Pull out, you gotta be in it to win it. Pull out, let's see who's coming next. He's in the now, moving it around, taking his time. Gotta stay calm. Can't get nervous, can't lose control. Everybody watching, waiting for the pull. Pull out, excitement to the max. Pull out, you've always got a chance. Pull out, you gotta be in it to win it. Pull out, let's see who's coming next. Anything can happen when it's time to pull out.
Anything can happen when it's time to pull out. And as you see on the screen, we also have the shaft, which was that was a banger. That was a banger. I love them. I love them because the shaft and pull out, they kind of go hand in hand. If you play them back to back, your mind starts wandering. Your mind starts wandering. I love it. Good job, Scotty. I love it. I love it. Kramer says, New York, tri-tip filet mignon. There you go. VHF is over here dancing. Philly says, filet mignon, New York, strip ribeye. Okay. Nah, this song, wow. yeah. I love it. Tenderloin or filet doesn't count, boys. That's everybody's favorite. You don't even need teeth for those. Hey, man, they are good, though. They are good. There's no doubt about that. All right, so let's go. Let's get into it, guys. Let's get into our slide, okay? We're going to slide into it. We are sliding into it. Okay, this one's called Sovereign Operating System, Voluntary Simplicity, okay? The Sovereign Operating System upgrading to Voluntary Simplicity. So we're going to define the objective. And we just got our hourly buy-in. 1,343 units of freedom. I'm loving it. Loving it. Okay, so we're going to define the objective here. There is no special virtue to the phrase voluntary simplicity. It's merely a label, and a somewhat awkward label at that. Still, it does acknowledge explicitly that simpler living integrates both inner and outer aspects of life into an organic and purposeful whole. Okay, now we see that it's highlighted, and that's for a reason. We've highlighted that for a reason. Integrates both inner and outer aspects of life into an organic and purposeful whole. Let me move my face because I always forget to do that. Okay, there we go, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's important because it's telling us that it's not only about the external things we do in our life, the physical things we do, but the internal battles that we're battling all the time within ourselves. We talk about this with Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin is being a tool, but we still need to maintain the mindset. We still need to utilize our mindset, right? But there's also physical aspects to these things, so we'll get into that. So the two operating systems of modern life, right? So you got fiat operating system and a sovereign operating system. Because we can relate to operating systems, right? You got Android and Apple. You got Windows, right? So you got all these operating systems. But you see the theme here. So the fiat operating system is instant gratification. The capital is depreciating dead clutter. Okay, you see where we're going here? Depreciating dead clutter. Things that are taking up space in our house and space in our mind and energy. When you have a household that has too many things and you have too many items, it takes time and energy to clean these things. It's taking your time and energy from you. It's stealing from you. Okay? And energy focus, outsourcing and consumption. Okay? On things that you don't need, on things that have zero purpose, that you don't need to consume. We don't need to consume all these things, guys. We don't need to be consumers. We can consume, but be intentional about your consumption. Everything needs to have dual purpose. If it doesn't have dual purpose, in my book, hell, if it doesn't have three purposes, then it needs to go. All right? Because it's taking up time and energy. Not to mention it's you can sell it and buy some sats. But governance, standardizing external systems, right? So, okay, let's get into sovereign operating system. You got long-term building, okay? That's the time preference. We know that, right? We don't need instant gratification. We don't need it now, like she said in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, right? We don't need it now. We're okay with waiting. Delay gratification, right? That's also self-control. That's important. That's important because a lot of people, Amazon just kills it. They prey on instant gratification. So appreciating living assets, right? Well, what's something that's an appreciating living asset? You can have things like farm animals, right? You can have animals, things that give back to you, things that don't just take from you, but give back. You have chickens, cows, goats, right? You have dogs, companionship, right? Cats, companionship, and they also chase off mice. If you're looking at it from a standpoint of living off the grid or something like that. Okay? Appreciating living assets are also things like family members. Or not family members per se, but like kids. When you have children, do you just have them to have them? No, you have them because you want to start a family. You want to grow. You want to carry your generation on. Right? Love, affection. Okay? Unconditional love. Right? So that's also a living asset, something that's alive. Hell, even plants. Plants are a living asset. You water them, you take care of them, you nourish them, and they nourish you back. They give you back. So insourcing a proof of work. Okay? Insourcing a proof of work. You don't want to outsource, insource it. What can you do? What can you do to make money? What can you do to help you strive and grow? What could you create? What could you build? What could you do to help make your life easier? Right? You can do solar. You can do wind. You can do water catchment systems. You can do things like you can You can have the animals, which is the living assets, and those save you energy too, because you're able to, when their time comes, you're able to slaughter them accordingly and provide meat for your family. So that's all insourcing. What could you do to be productive? What, instead of consuming and outsourcing, what can we do in-house, right? Could you make your own cheese? Could you make your own cottage cheese, your own butters? We do it. We make our own beef tallow. We do all that. So you can too. And then you have do-it-yourself internal education. This is a big one, guys. We homeschool our kids. That's part of it. We don't need to rely on external education. We have a lot of technology now that we can do this on our own. And you can quite frankly exclude the things that don't matter and include the things that do, that are going to make you build and grow and be a well-rounded individual. They're going to help, because we know education's key. But do it at home. Give yourself study time. Just because we're not in school anymore doesn't mean we don't allocate time for education. Doesn't mean we don't allocate time to do what I'm doing. I was consuming content, and there's nothing wrong with that, because you're still learning. But why would I stop there when I can help and educate along with consuming? Because I have a passion for that. I've always wanted to help people. I've always wanted to be a voice for people. I've always wanted to be available for people. And I've always wanted to show my kids and my wife that not only can I do this, but I want to be a positive role model. Okay? So there's a substantial difference between a fiat operating system and a sovereign operating system. A fiat operating system is going to rely on handouts, government. Give me, give me, give me. Sovereign is going to be like, hey, I got this. I can do for myself. And if I need help, I'm not afraid to ask, because asking for help isn't a bad thing, right? We're never too prideful to ask for help. But we run into the architecture of our organic whole, guys. We got 4 here. So if going from left to right, we have inner condition, single lens of purpose and time preference. Okay? So you have the single lens of purpose and time preference. Because we need to step back and look at the purpose and the time preference of anything we're doing, because that's just going to help us in a whole understand that we have to be organized in the things we do, and we have to have purpose for it. If it doesn't serve a purpose, what are you doing? You're spinning your wheels and you're wasting time. Okay? Then you have an exterior environment, removing irrelevant physical and digital clutter. So just similar to what we talked about before in the last slide, is that removing the physical and digital things that don't serve a purpose, that we think serve a purpose, but they really don't. We think that they have a purpose because everybody else is doing it, because advertisement tells us so, because we're not content with a free version. Nah, I like my sats, and I can make do and still build amazing, amazing work with not having to give something else when I can do it, like I said, like we just talked about before, in-house. I can do it here. I don't need to pay for the pro premium version. I don't need to do that. I'll make do, and I'm problem solving, and I feel good about it. So I'm removing physical and digital clutter. Okay? So that, you gotta remember, these can be encompassed into a lot of different things, right? This isn't just specific to something like, you know, subscription services, right? It's whatever it is for you, right? None of these slides that I do are ever, this is what it is, and that's the way it has to be. No, because we're all going to have to ebb and flow, you know, in our life through different scenarios and situations. We'll have different circumstances. So number 3, we got daily execution, right? Deliberate, organized, and proof of work. Okay, this is the one I'm talking about. We do our self-audits, guys. We meditate. We do our self-audits. Okay? Another execution is exercise, proper meals, meal planning, having a calendar, having a planner. Okay? That's all proof of work, and it's organizing, but it's deliberate. You're deliberately doing it, not just because you just woke up one day and you're like, oh, I'm just going to deliberately do this. No, because you're trying to restructure and organize the chaos we have in our life. Because, listen, guys, our lives are chaotic. Now, it becomes an issue when you it becomes an issue when you don't organize and don't plan and you're not intentional and you're not doing the proof of work. So number 3 is really, really, really a big one. Guys, give me about 30 seconds here. I got to message Fanny real quick. I'll give you guys an update. They're in the room and they're bringing the eye care station to the room for her right now. So she is, they're actually in the room right now, and they're bringing the mobile eye care unit out to probably flush her eye out. So it's a little update, guys. Thank you. So you got life architecture, individual sovereignty, and decentralization. Now, I don't inherently think that these are in any particular order of it needs to be done in this order or more of importance. I think they're all in a whole, encompassed in a whole. They're all important. It's all checks and balances. So your individual sovereignty is basically everything we've talked about and in the previous slide about being your own boss, being in control of your life. If you don't like your job, if you don't like where you live, then what do you do about it? Complain? No, you pack your shit up and you move, because you're sovereign. Now, if you don't, and then you complain, well, you don't get to complain anymore, because you're not doing anything about it, right? So that's one aspect of it, okay? So the sovereignty of do for yourself. Don't rely on others. Do for yourself. And then you have decentralization. This decentralization in particular, on number 4, is really disconnecting and breaking away from the traditional system, or what the so-called traditional system is. Right? We don't just go along for the ride because everybody's doing it, because everybody chooses to use Facebook, Twitter, or whatever. Just because they're doing it means I need to do it. No, decentralize your life. Disconnect from those platforms. Disconnect from the bank system. Disconnect from the education system. Disconnect from the college stuff that you can just do at home for free. Don't be a part. Don't volunteer to the debt-based system. If you can't pay that credit card off in the 30 days, don't use a credit card. You're not disciplined enough. So the decentralization is more so disconnecting from the current system that's broken in all aspects and that's controlling us. Unfortunately, some people have to work 40 plus hours a week because they've backed themselves into the corner, like we talked about in the slide a couple days ago. They've backed themselves into a corner, and now they're subject to having to be a cog in the system because they've put themselves in that situation. Now, I wouldn't say all deliberately, but they weren't sovereign enough. So step 1, the inner condition, right? Okay. Simplicity begins in the mind. It demands singleness of purpose, sincerity, and honest within. In system terms, this requires a hard shift away from high time preference behaviors of instant gratification toward a low time preference mindset, long-term building. Restraining a desire, in quotes, today secures a greater abundance tomorrow. That's Bitcoin. Okay? That's growth. Fiat does not teach you that. Fiat says, I need to spend it now. Okay? We're not doing that. We're not contributing to that. So, visualizing time preference. Okay, you see the chart. The quick fix is a dopamine hit. Look at that. It's kind of like a sugar rush, right? Or an Amazon package arriving at your door. Or that thing you ordered, right? Or that tumbler you saw when you were at the store because we don't already have 20 of them at home. Or you're in line waiting to check out, and then you got the impulse station. It feels good to buy it, right? It's a dopamine hit. But then look at that drop. Long-term system degradation. Internal proof of work builds character, guys. Look at it. It starts here. It's a slow grind, just like Bitcoin. Just like mental building. Just like going to the gym. Just like developing new habits, right? It takes 30 days, scientifically proven, 30 to 45 days to develop a new habit. Most people fail in a week. It's a slow grind. It's a dip. But look at you break through. You have that breakthrough moment, and then you see B, we're off to the races. So then we have tactical restraint, plugging the fiat leaks. Because we talk about the leaky bucket here. Let me take a drink. Okay, so delay the consumer trap. Choosing to stack sats rather than purchasing trendy depreciating gadgets. Trash. Wasting money, wasting time, wasting space. And then you have the subscription purge. Auditing your digital life to cut recurring subscriptions and unused apps. Trading minor fleeting entertainment for the permanent peace of mind that comes with drastically reducing monthly overhead, guys. Okay? Pretty much what we just said. So step 2, okay? We're optimizing the physical node. I regenerated this photo like seriously 20 times, and I finally got the one I liked. Okay, so step 2, optimizing the physical node. So simplicity requires the avoidance of exterior clutter of many possessions irrelevant to the chief purpose of life. Just as Bitcoin node runs efficiently without bloated, unnecessary data, right? We know this, knots, because Core is trying to flood it with all kinds of crap. Your daily life operates with higher bandwidth without irrelevant possessions. Okay? That's where the voluntary simplicity comes in. Okay? Because at the end of the day, you have to volunteer to do it. You have to execute it. But simplicity, minimalism. So the bandwidth and bloat. So a cluttered physical space or desktop drains mental bandwidth. A clean node is a fast node. Just like anything we do, a clean car, a clean house, a clean purse, a clean backpack, a clean fridge, a clean bathroom. We're all, I mean, none of us are perfect, but when you walk into a house of clutter or something that's cluttered and it's everywhere, it's unorganized, it's a little stressful. So the bloated node on the left side here is just complete and utter chaos. Noise clutter, noise apps, unused gear, possession bloat, digital clutter, all this bull crap going on, and then it's just broken. See that? But look at the prune node. This is a node that if it could hit the gym, it's killing it. You have critical tools, focused input, essential data. You're using the tool what it's intended to be used for, eliminating the nonsense, the distraction, and the bloat. Just like our life, just like our mind, our physical life, right? Being intentional. We use the tools what they're intended to be used for, ladies and gentlemen. We use the tools and we want them to run good. When you buy a car, you do your oil changes, you give it maintenance, you take care of it, put new tires on it. Of course you do. You want to know why? Why do you do it? Because you need that car to take you from point A to point B. Because that car, chances 99% of the time, that car is making you money. It's a tool and it has a purpose. So you need to treat it good. Keep it clean. Keep it running good. So you have the asset life cycle, right? It's a flow chart. We go from the top down. We'll start on the left here. Strict protocols prevent possession bloat and ensure your physical environment remains focused on your primary mission. Okay? Primary mission, that's important. Focus is important. All right? So you have input. A new item acquired. Now you have a decision to make. Right off the gate. Does it serve the chief purpose? Does it have utility? Or are we just creating a utility that doesn't exist? Because that's the thing too, guys. We can lie and trick ourselves. If it's no, gone. Don't let it go. If you let it go beyond this chief purpose right here, and you weren't honest with yourself, you'll never get to rejection. You'll never be able to reject it because you've already allowed it. It's kind of like when someone says they're on a diet or I'm doing no carbs or I'm doing no sugar. You know for a fact you can go to the store and buy it. But you know for a fact as soon as that enters your house, it's game on. So what do? You need to reject it. Right? So what's the process? The one in, one out rule. My kids do it. I think adults can do it. And then the output, it's disposal of dead capital. Sell items, convert depreciating dead capital into appreciating living capital, which is Bitcoin. Digital property. Scarcest money. The best asset. The truth. Right? Everything. Bitcoin is everything. Energy. Time. everything under the sun. You can't encompass Bitcoin into one thing. So this is a real good one for consumerism. When you're out and about, you'd always ask yourself, what's the purpose? And that's your point in time. When you look at the item, it can make it to your car. You can buy it because you can still return it. But as soon as that thing enters your home, that's it. It's there. You gave it a new home. So step 3, deliberate organization, guys. Okay? Deliberate organization. Simplicity does not happen by accident. It is an ordering and guidance of our energy. It requires the deliberate organization of life for distinct purpose. This is a daily proof of work. Keyword, daily proof of work. Okay? Like what we discussed. Organizing your tools so they serve you rather than spending your energy managing them. You guys, we spend so much time managing items and things. Okay, so what's the sovereign action matrix? All right. So we have impact on sovereignty. From the bottom is low and the left up top is high. And then you have effort. On the bottom left is low and on the right is high. Okay, you guys see the grid. So automate and control. Setting up DCA, dollar cost averaging, and simplified self-custody. And as far as I'm concerned, guys, to each their own. But if you're not buying every hour on the hour, are you truly buying? Are you buying the dips or gifts? Are you buying the highs and the lows? Are you getting a good dopamine hit? Because listen, guys, when we talk about dopamine hits of buying physical items and things that make us feel good all the time, what better dopamine hit is on your notifications on your phone coming in every hour saying, boom, sats bot, boom, sats bot, boom, sats. That's the dopamine hit you want. Now listen, I get it. Some people are like, it's an overabundant amount of buys. Yeah. But do you ever understand why I do it? Because I'm getting a constant good reminder and dopamine hit that I don't need to be a consumer, because those sats tell me everything I need to know. And it's one of the best reminders. So then you have the insourcing lifestyle. Cooking from scratch and repairing your own gear. We talked about this, guys. Washers and dryers. Making our own butter, right? Our own cream cheese. We do all that. Repairing your own gear demands energy but builds ultimate self-reliance. But it's good energy. It's sovereign energy. It's not dependent energy. Okay? I'm going to read this one again because this one's really important. Because I'm not going to lie, Fanny Packer is the one who really is spearheading this. I can't take credit for it. I'm along for the ride and I support her and I'm with her and I'm all about it. But I can't take credit. This is her. 100%. Everything. We're one. Okay, it's never him and her. So I don't mean it to come off like that. But Fanny absolutely has taken this specific thing into her own hands and she's killing it. When I'm done off the stream, guys, she's going to be making her own butter and cream cheese tonight. I'm looking at the things on the counter right now. So cooking from scratch and repairing your own gear demands energy but builds ultimate self-reliance. Be the solution, not the problem. So a value-based calendar. Explicitly blocking time for study, health, family, while ruthlessly saying no to misaligned social obligations. Guiding your most scarce asset, time. Guys, listen to me. I am a busy person. So is Fanny. We have 3 kids, doctor's appointments, therapy appointments, work. Both of us have work. Maintaining a household, holding relationships together, doing chores around the house, doing chores outside. I can go down the list, right? I'm telling you right now, what I do is not easy. But I'm dedicated, I'm motivated, and I'm inspired. And especially inspired every time you guys come in here. Because I want to share this. And I love it. I love what I do. So you need to learn how to focus on time management. Spend time for yourself. Spend time on your health, your family. Don't be afraid to say no to things. Okay? Because the most scarcest asset is your time. So time management is very, very, very important. So now we go to step 4. The individual settlement, right? The degree of simplification is a matter of each individual to settle for himself. Let me pull this up real quick. 1 second. Okay. There is no central authority and no one-size-fits-all approach. That's important, guys, and I've said that earlier. There is no central authority and one-size-fits-all because we all have unique lifestyles. We all have different obligations. Okay, so it's not like this is the only way, but it's definitely a roadmap in the right direction. Okay, so the architecture you build must serve your specific context, mirroring the decentralized ethos of your network. You need to be building this. You need to build this for yourself. We all need a blueprint, and that's going to be a slide coming up. We're going to be working on that. It's actually in the works. It's going to be a blueprint, developing your blueprint. What is your blueprint? Just like your mission statements, okay? You need to have a mission statement, and you need to have a blueprint. And what is yours? Because it's specific to you, all right? So we'll be on the lookout for those. Those are going to be coming. So mirroring, mirroring the decentralized ethos. So on the right, we have centralization, okay? And we have individual paths. And then you have decentralized ethos, okay? So in a nutshell, you're going to create this. You are going to build this, all right? You are going to build it for yourself. That's doing your due diligence. So manifestations of autonomy, okay? So you have geographic independence. So this is unique, okay, because we all have different geographic environments. We're all different states, different climates, different, you name it, right? So setting up life to move freely, whether adopting van life for extreme simplicity or downsizing to a smaller home to avoid being tied to a cluttered system. Now, I'm not telling you to go live in a van, and I'm not telling you to go buy a tiny house like we live in. I'm not telling you to go buy a house or buy or rent or whatever. What I'm basically saying is that you're setting up a life to move freely. You are strategically setting up your life that is going to work for you, but be in your favor. Because just because you know how they always say, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do it? These are questions you need to ask yourself. What could you change or do differently to buy you time, to bring less stress, to give you more financial freedom and independence and more sovereignty? It's just something to think about, okay? So the decision optimization. So you're implementing a uniform wardrobe to save decision fatigue and redirecting energy towards the chief purpose. In case you guys haven't watched my videos, I think Backpacker seems like he only has one outfit. I wear the same hat, a couple different hats. Let me tell you my wardrobe. I have 3 sets of cargo shorts. I have about 7 black shirts, 4 black shirts, 1 gray one or something like that. 1 gray shirt. And I have a 1 pair of shoes, not including my work shoes, okay, and obviously undergarments. And I have my backpack. I wear the same thing all the time because I don't want to think about it, and I don't care what people think. I have a look that I go for. I like it. I enjoy it. It's simple. I just don't have to think about anything. But that's me. So, because I know some people that have closets that are like freaking mansions. So that's really what that was geared towards. So just be, just think about it. Do DIY education. Moving away from centralized external systems like brick and mortar to a sincere and honest internal curriculum like homeschooling or self-education, right? Deciding what is relevant rather than letting a public system decide. Okay? Number 1 is you're decentralizing, right? External systems, we move away from that. Move away from them teaching us when we could be teaching ourselves, or you could be teaching your children, okay? And an internal curriculum is a curriculum that works based off your lifestyles, your values, your morals, and your ethics. Or whatever the hell you want to learn. I don't believe in learning something that you don't want to learn. I just don't. I'm not a believer of it. Learn what you want to learn because your time is valuable. Obviously, learn how to read and write and learn your math. Learn your basic stuff, right? You got to learn your history, all your basic stuff. But after that, you generate and create what you want to be. So decide what's relevant rather than letting the public system decide. Letting the public decide? That's failure. I could read that sentence and be like, oh, hell no. So that's why we opted out. That's why we don't do it. My parents didn't do it with me, and that's fine, but I'm not going to do that for my kids. I'm not going to subject my kids to that. They're organic, whole flywheel. Turn it down. So we have voluntary simplicity is not about restriction. It is an engine for generating the ultimate luxury, freedom of choice. All right? That is voluntary simplicity, ladies and gentlemen. Let's read it one more time. Voluntary simplicity is not about restriction. It is an engine for generating the ultimate luxury, freedom of choice. Keyword freedom of choice means that, like I said, this isn't a one size fits all. This is you having a mechanism that you can utilize and adjust accordingly. As the system spins, friction drops, bandwidth increases, and sovereignty compounds. Because we don't talk about sovereignty compounding. We don't talk about education compounding. We don't talk about growth within ourselves and our mind compounding. We always talk about compounding in a form of money, right? In Bitcoin, right? Assets. But we got to change that. We got to talk about different forms of compounding within our life that we can do. So let's go to the graph on the right. So we have low time preference, decluttering environment, deliberate organization, and individual sovereignty. It's not bad being a cog in that wheel, I'll tell you that. So, I know that was a little bit of a long one, but I like it. I like it. So let's get into some chat. Let's get into some chat. You guys have been busy bees over here. And I think I can bring my face up. Hey, what's up, guys? It's me. What is up? All right, let's see what's going on here. Let's get into some chat. Absolute Packer, 100%. Need to make more Bitcoiners, man. Where are we at? Hold on. Okay. We were starting off where VHF said, you don't even need teeth for those, guys. Yeah, Scotty, killing it. Love the songs. You're the man, bro. You are the man. There's no doubt about that. I can't do them as good as you, bro. Trying for a kid next month, so I will not be listening to that song. Oh, Philly, really? Congratulations, man. That's awesome. That's all you have. How many kids do you have currently? Is this your first? Boy, girl? What's up? Let us know. Clean song as usual. VHF says, Scotty dropping those epic beats. Yeah, Scotty's killing it. Lauren says, you're good, Philly. Backpacker said, no pullouts tonight. Philly, 100%. Let's go, bro. Absolutely, Philly. We love that. Top storyline is probably your best bang for the buck. Relatively cheap, tender, and delicious. Yeah. Not to be confused with sirloin tip, which is pretty tough. Yeah. Tip, that's what you would put more in like a stew. Or like you put like an Instapot, like you pressure cook it and stuff like that. That'd be good for that. Appreciate it, VHF and Lauren. Very exciting times in life. Yeah, that's amazing, bro. Need to make more Bitcoiners, man. Absolutely. And like in my last Truth at Work podcast, Trent did one. I was carrying the torch in the one video, and that's exactly what I was talking about. I was talking about my kids and continuing that on. That's, as Bitcoiners, those are things, these are exactly things we need to be discussing and talking about openly. Absolutely, Philly. I am excited for you, brother. VHF says he's excited for you. VHF says, absolutely, Packer, 100%. Yes, sir. Ginger says, good luck, Philly. Have fun times, my man. Hopefully it takes a few tries. Absolutely. Because practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. It's always fun to practice. Yes, Ginger. These are all husbands speaking. Thank you, gents. Much appreciated. Just means I need to stack harder. Shit, Ginger, I got Michael Phelps swimmers. LOL. I'm 1 of 5. My dad is 1 of 5, and mom 1 of 8. I think it'll be the first try. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, but you're blessed. Hey, man, some people try and they can't, bro. And they do the in vitro and they start getting into all that stuff and then $100,000+ in debt doing all that. So you have been blessed. Vic Shoot says deep. Yeah, absolutely. That is deep. VHF's laughing. Ginger's laughing too. Deep. You guys are funny. Both my boys are IVF. I got to try for months. Well, oh, so both of your boys were IVF? That's the in vitro. In vitro, I believe, right? The in vitro. Wow. My son's mother told me shouldn't get pregnant. Yeah. Good. Tom, pregnant talk. This stuff can get crazy. That's Alex. A superior. Yes. Thank you, Ginger. Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. All good though. We separated when our boy was 1 year old. I've been single for 13 years. Okay. I got you. Hey, bro. We all go through our thing, man. We all go through our thing. We all go through it. Looks like sperms to egg. The boy is now 14 and bigger than me. Yeah, you know, Anonymous is towering over me now too, bro. We just blame it on the hormones and stuff. Same with Anon. He's going to be 15 in November, and he's way taller than both Backpacker and I. Exactly. I didn't even see that. Yep. See, Fanny knows, man. I'm like, what's up, son? But at the same time, now I'm like this. Yeah, can you go carry that, and can you go take that out, and you know, my finger game has gotten strong. He's a good boy. I am very blessed with my children. Anonymous is a very good young man. Kramer says, my car is making me money. Yes, it is, sir. Exactly. Yeah, Fanny, he's already over 107 pounds. Yeah, they grow fast, bro. Children are God's greatest gift. I cannot wait. I'm ready if God allows it. Yes. And I think he's going to. I have a good feeling he's going to. And as things progress, share as you please. Fanny says, they eat like monsters, seriously. Yeah, Fanny brought home hella food today. And it's gone in like a week, dude. It's freaking wild. These kids can like throw down. But you want to know what? I mean, that's okay. You know, being rich is, you can be rich in family, you can be rich in food, you can be rich in your skill sets, you can be rich in your mindset, you can be rich in all these things. It's not a monetary thing, right? And you know, like I'm rich in so many ways, you know, and I'm blessed and rich to have an amazing wife like Fanny. She's a superstar, you know what I mean? And it's a check and balance. We both complement each other in different ways, but I'm absolutely rich. I'm rich in so many different ways, guys, as I'm sure you guys are as well. But it's just another way to look at it at times. You know, just kind of pause, look back, you know, zoom out and kind of just be like, okay. Are these slides going to be available after the presentation? Yeah, I've been as you guys know, I'm all about sharing. But at the same time, I want you guys to understand something, and I'm sure you do, that I'm also trying, you know, similar to what Jor's doing, I'm also trying to build. And so these slides are potentially going to be part of a educational program, probably something potentially on school that I'm going to be building. And so these slides would be used within that educational program. So, you know, I think I can make potentially some available, but for the most part, these are all going to be part of a program that I'm going to be building, because I really want to generate a course for people, and that's part of a personal goal that Fanny and I have. And so respectfully, so it's up in the air, but I believe you guys, I want to be transparent with you guys and not just say no, because I want you to understand that what I'm trying to do and build and grow within myself and the channel and everything. So it's a good question, Vic. Thank you. The whole purpose of life in terms of nature is to make offspring with strong genes and raise them to adulthood and beyond. Exactly. Our job is to procreate, guys. I mean, women have their stuff, we have our stuff. There's a process that goes along with it, and it's beautiful. And yeah, and then we get offspring. That's why I always introduce my kids as offspring. People think it's so funny. I've had some people look at me like weird, but I'm like, oh yeah, this is my offspring, and they're like, they either laugh or they'll be like, what the hell? But DCA on the hour, yeah, DCA on the hour. That's absolutely, Lauren. That's me. It's like I said, it's not a one size fits all for everybody, but DCAing on the hour it's just legendary, dude. And I don't do it just because it's on the hour. I do it because it's that constant reminder, that constant instant gratification. It's that dopamine hit. It's that every time you wake up and you look in the morning and you see these stacked buys, it just, damn, it feels good. You want to get a good start to your day, you open up your phone, you see all these notifications of buy. Dude, it feels great. Solid work, Lauren. Exactly. Facts, VHF. Absolutely. VHF says DCA is a great strategy. Absolutely. DCA is, with the slide for what it is, it takes away that mental bandwidth of having to worry about everything. It's automating. We didn't get too heavy into automation. I did talk about it in a few of my vlogs that I've done about automating processes in our life to make our life a little more less stressful, and it's like a seamless experience, right? Just how can you automate this? How could I have this work for me, or how can I structure this in a schedule that just works? It makes it more simple, because we really don't realize how much RAM, from a computer term, we're using in our head, because we're used to it, right? So I love my DCI. I can only do daily, but feels great. Ginger, why? Why can you only do daily? Do you just choose to do daily, or you can only do daily? And if you could do hourly, you would. Drop it in the chat. Fanny says DCA is life changing. Absolutely. Fanny knows. I'm gonna tell you what, guys. Fanny is. I'm not gonna. I was more into the Bitcoin and everything first, and then Fanny was like, she's wanting to learn more, as any spouse does. You keep on hearing your husband listen to all this crap, and he's like, what the hell is always talking about this Bitcoin thing? I'm tired of hearing it, this and that. But she's learning. She was learning. She wasn't sure, so she's learning, and then she just started deep diving. She started just going for it, and I noticed it, her growth and wanting to learn, and then asking questions, and then watching Jerry, and then Jordan joining the community, and all these things. Now, dude, she's telling me, like, she goes harder than me. And I'm being honest. I'm being serious. I'm not even lying. She's like, oh, we need to put more money in the account. I need to go work another gig. Babe, you need to go this and that. I'm like, shit. I'm like, okay, babe. But I love it. It's amazing. Having your spouse, I mean, that's a whole nother stream. Having your spouses involved in this is absolutely 100% important. Fanny absolutely killing it with the slide. Fanny absolutely killing it with the slides. Yeah, bro. I appreciate it, man. The slides, they take work, but I enjoy it. I do it for you guys, man. I do it. I still want to present them to you guys. I don't want to hold them to myself. I want to present them, but as far as making them available, it'll be a little different. Lauren says just to what I did daily into smaller hourly amount. No need to go any more than your daily. Yeah. So you're taking your daily and you're breaking up into basically the 24-hour period. Yeah. No. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. That's and that's smart, because you're just with doing that, nothing changes. Nothing changes other than amazing dopamine hits every hour on the hour, and you're buying highs and lows. I mean, some people will beg to differ. I mean, the daily is the furthest out I would ever consider going. Anybody who's doing weekly or every other or monthly, no, I can't do that. No, not an option. Dedicated is a key word. Yeah, being dedicated, and like we discussed, about finding your. It's important that when you DCA, especially if you're doing it hourly or hell, even daily, you know, however you choose to do it, the main thing there is consistency. You got to find that new baseline, that base layer. Something you know you can hit 365 days a year, be in a rough situation, maybe you lose some hours in a job. Is it still sustainable? Can you still maintain that? That's important, right? You need to find that base layer. And only you're going to know that because of your financial situation, your spousal support, and everything else. Once you find that, truly find it, then what happens is when you get extra income coming in, or you can, you know, just do these little mini smash buys or just increase your hourly, right? So, you know, there's different ways you can, you know, you can do it. So, Philly, thank you. I can't wait for Backpacker to read your comment. Thanks, Philly. DCA is a great way because it lowers the downside volatility of your overall position. That's true, 100%. Yeah, these presentations are fire. Thank you. Yes, way to go, Fanny. Ginger says, top notch. Fanny holding down the fort. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. I'm blessed. Khaki shorts, black t-shirt, skate shoes, backpack, beard, ball cap. This is how I picture Backpacker. I know a guy like that. I've seen him before. Many of times. Many of times. I guess maybe I just don't grow up. I don't know. I just wear the same thing over. VHS laughing. And a long jacket. Big shoots. You guys are freaking funny, bro. Hold on. There we go. VHF says music. Vic Shoot says music. Yes. I know. Pause. Great slides. Lauren. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate it, man. These slides are legendary. Thank you so much, Jerry. I appreciate it, man. It means a lot. Thank you. Lauren says, talk to YouTube about that like button. It might be broken. yeah, guys, smash the like. If you haven't smashed the like, please, and thank you. Share the video. You know all the good stuff. Every button does something. Click it. It'll tell you what it's doing. Anyone want my kids? Any parent who loves their children always at some point in time in life says it. Obviously, it's jokingly, but it's like, anybody want my kids? 10K sats, potty train. Yes. Oh, 10K sats, potty. Oh, okay. 10K sats and they're potty trained. Okay, I got you. Yeah. Philly says, Vic, they can't be that bad, man. Remember, your kids are a reflection of you. Wow, that's a nice comment. That's really nice, Philly. That's a good comment, man. I kid. I love them, but damn, yeah, absolutely. We all, trust me. We're dropping F-bombs, dude. You know what I mean? We're like, what though? It's a real thing, dude. It's a real thing. We here are blessed for sure. Absolutely. We are blessed. You want to know why? Because we woke up. Let me get the door. Hi.
Cornea abrasion.
Cornea abrasion.
Yeah,
so that means that was scratched.
It wasn't scratched. It was like kind of like when you get a rash on it from just before you scratch it.
Do you want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
So you had a cornea abrasion.
Yeah.
You feel a little better?
Yeah.
Your eye looks a lot better.
Everybody missed your pull-out game. Well, hold on. Your pull-out bowl.
Yeah.
Thank you, baby. She's here. She is here. Beyond blessed, very thank you for you all. Absolutely, guys. You know, the thing is we woke up today. We're blessed. We have our family, our friends, our loved ones, our kids, okay? Beyond blessed, very thankful for you all. I hear you, Backpacker. Absolutely, Vic. Charge for them. Proof of work. Exactly. Lauren says, you might want to think about school format for your slides and education stuff. Put all the stuff in one place for future endeavors too. Absolutely. Yeah, that's going to be something I'm just building over time. And then when I get enough content and enough stuff like that, then absolutely I think the school is going to be the way to go. Absolutely. After I type that, you bring it up. Yeah, school. Exactly. Universities will show your slides soon. Copyright. Yeah. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. We'll get it figured out. Regarding people always asking for your slides, in my Heath Ledger, Joker voice. If you're good at something, never do it for free. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Yeah, you're not wrong, Jerry. We've had this conversation. You know, we've had this conversation. You and Fanny. Agreed, Jerry. Oh. Petabyte of RAM backpacker. Yeah. Petabyte of RAM. Exactly. Kramer. Dude, I got a full-time job and 2 side gigs. See, exactly, VHF.
You're welcome, babe.
Yeah, you know, it's literally, it really is. It's proof of work. But just always understand, and I'm not saying you don't. We can all work on time management, you know. But I'm happy. I'm happy that you have that. 100%, Jerry. Absolutely. Kramer says hourly, daily, and weekly. Oh yeah, exactly. No, you're right. You're 100% right, Kramer. Yeah. You can do all the above. All the above. You're hitting it hard. Pause. Yes, you're getting it from all different angles. Pause again. Thanks, Philly. Definitely wealthy with them. Absolutely. So glad you're feeling better, Hodler. Everybody says they're happy you're feeling better, baby.
Everybody says they're happy.
Scotty says, welcome back. What's up, Scotty? Hodler, glad you're feeling better. Absolutely, Vic. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Let's get into the remainder of the spins. Let's see where we're at. Thank you guys so much. All right, we are at 339. Okay, cool. Yeah, we got some. We got a few. Let's move my mug out of the way. All right, so we're at 339. We finished off at 332.
Of space. Freaking waste of space.
335, 336. All right, guys, let's get into some spins, man. Let's do it. Dude, time management is very important. Absolutely. I mean, we can all, and you know, the thing is we all fall and, you know, fail at it. We'll do it good and then we'll fall off. We got to get back to it, and you know, it is really important. It's important for a healthy lifestyle and a healthy mindset, maintaining your integrity and like the overall structure of how you are as a person, because it can really make you sick. Ginger, forgot you are in Canada with Shake Pay, no hourly. Oh, I would do hourly. It's not available to me. Oh, okay. Shake Pay, no hourly. You can't do strike up there in Canada? Oh, really? Ginger, ever try Bitcoin Well? Yeah, I hear a lot of Bitcoin Well up in Canada. Yeah, I hear a lot about Bitcoin Well. Okay, all right. Let's see where we're at. So we go back to TikTok next block, and let me just double check the chat. Everybody's been here.
You had to do the wheel, baby, because
Big
I was gone, you were gone, and...
Okay. Once again, guys, all I request is that you guys throw some fires in the chat, thumbs up, whatever you want to put in the chat. Light it up, get it going. Boom, boom, boom. If you hear sound in, if you're listening in the background, run over to your phone, run over to your laptop, your tablet, your TV, put something in the chat, light it up, and we're going to get to 333. 333. All right, 333, guys. Kramer. Congratulations, sir. Let me get my face out of the way here. Oh, man, look at that. On fire. Damn, Vic, looking like Michelle, bro. Kramer, congratulations for 333. 334 coming up. Lauren, my man. Lauren Stern. Talk about a man with integrity and honor. A patriot. Lauren himself. Congratulations, sir. 335. Kramer again. Congratulations, Kramer. 100 units of freedom. Close this up. 336. VHF. Congratulations, sir. 337. Philly, Philly! Congratulations, Philly. 338.
And I got perfect rating.
Lauren. 339. Oh, we got Jack. We got Jack. Right on, guys. Oh, look who's here. You missed one hell of a slide, Jor. You missed one hell of a slide, bro. It was a good one. I thought it was a pretty good one. Let's see where we're at here. Yeah, Hodler. Hodler.
Yeah.
Jerry says he loves you.
I love you.
She says she loves you, Jerry. Big Shoe's coming in with the fire and the fire trucks. Not that I'm aware of, but I haven't checked lately. Not that I'm aware, but I'm okay. Yeah, check it out, Ginger. Yeah, check it out, bro. You do it, however, but just something to look into. Spaceman coming with his zaps in the fire. Boom. Spaceman. Kramer. Whoa. Kramer coming in with the firecrackers like it's Look at that. Coming in like it's 4th of July. Still new to this after 4+ years. Are you, sir? Lauren says, nice, thank you. Absolutely, Lauren. Congratulations. Okay, man. Lauren, boom. Kramer, fire. Yes, Kramer, nice. VHF coming in with the lightning. Look at that. The clouds. I like that. VHF's going, or Vic Shoes is going, whoa. VHF, congratulations. Lauren, VHF, congrats. Jor coming in with the roll packs. What's up, Jor? Killing it earlier, bro. That was a good live. I'm selfish. I want you to be on for like forever. When anytime you start your show and you're like, okay, guys, it's gonna be a short one, or you know what I hate the most? I don't want to say hate, but it's like a stab to the heart. I'm like, ugh, as I'm mowing my lawns and stuff, is when you go, oh, I have a meeting. Oh, I have a meeting in 10 minutes. I'm like, what? I go, cancel that damn meeting. Are you serious? So every time you say that, or every time you're like, we're going to be here short. We're not here for a long one. You know what I'm thinking in my head when I'm listening. You're like, oh, yeah, Packer's going to be pissed off. Philly, what's up? Yeah, Vic Shoots coming in. Look at that. Philly, congrats. Scotty says, hey, Jor. George says, just stopping by to say hi. Don't put me on the, Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you for stopping by. Lauren coming in. Vic Shoe says, Lauren, boom, zaps. Philly says, thank you, Packer. Sound effects, go hard. Yeah, the sound effects are pretty cool. I appreciate that, man. It's just a little detail. Lauren says, again, thanks.
Whoa.
Lauren says, Jack, woof. And then George says, Scotty boy coming in with the duck. Yep, you know it.
What?
Spaceman says, woof. VHS says, Jor, boom, baby.
So sorry.
Lauren says,
I'm so sorry.
what is it? What's this, Josh?
It's your ass, not mine.
Josh. What's that? JOS? Am I missing something here? Is it just going right over my head like everything does? Spaceman, he's very excited. Oh, is that Jack? I think that's Jack. VHF, Lauren, good evening. Yes. Joy for the score in Jerry's voice. Joy for the score. I don't have as deep of a voice as Jerry, though. It doesn't sound as good. But rest assured, with Jor, there is always another new video coming really soon. Exactly. No, absolutely. Jor's like a freaking octopus. Can't keep up with all of his stuff. So,
I don't want to.
yeah, man.
I
So,
don't want to.
we've been. This is 2 hours on the dot, guys. We are going to be packing it up. Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys for taking the time to be here, hanging out. Oh, Jor. Okay, Jor, I think. Yeah. Hanging out and, being available. That your time is valuable. And I hope you enjoyed the slides and hanging out. Good conversation. Congratulations on all the winners. And then you guys know we'll be back here same time tomorrow. And Friday.
Pull-out bowl.
With the with the bowl of Satoshi. And yeah. So we're just gonna be doing our thing. Yes, Scotty Typo, thanks. VHS says peace. Yeah. And so, like I said, I do my best to make these slides because I am building.
Oh, I make them.
And yeah. Fanny does. No, Fanny does. She's in there. She's like, you need to fix this. You need to add more detail here. She does do that. And I'm like, really? I just spent like 10 minutes on that. And if you had to...
Nice try. 10 minutes. Nice try.
Oh, no. On one slide.
Oh, yeah.
On one in particular slide. Yeah, because there's usually like 14 or 17 of them. And, yeah, so the goal is this. So we go, like I said, we go Monday through Friday. We're off on the weekends. I put my vlogs out on Saturdays, and I got Truth and Word podcast on Sundays. The goal is to make sure I get all these slides allocated in one spot. We're going to be doing school eventually down the road to just kind of build a nice, fun, slide-based format of an educational room. And, so what I'm doing is basically just building up my, my gallery of slides and everything. And that's just the goal for long term. It's not going to happen anytime soon, but that's the game plan. That's the goal, is to have something to present from an educational standpoint and like, a service-based thing and be able to present it accordingly. So that is what's, down the road. You can catch the Pull Out song too, Jerry, legendary. Jerry, legendary. I love the slides. Thanks, Joe. I'll rewatch the slides. Absolutely. Jory, is there a place to do hourly buys in Canada?
Not doing it. Clean it up now.
So, yeah. So, you guys go check out Jor in the morning, Jerry in the afternoon. You can chill with us in the evenings. Scotty's killing it. Lauren's killing it on the channels. You guys got to go check them out. And yeah, so buy some of that Kev coffee because it's amazing. And yeah, we're just letting our hair down. So, I love you guys. And what did Jerry say? And if I had to take a guess, I'm pretty sure you guys already know what that is. Yeah, Jerry. But we love you guys. You guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you for hanging out, and we will see you guys tomorrow.